Robert Tolpe, why you shouldn't be a content creator.
Do not be
My
an
bad.
influencer. It pays horribly most days and you have to risk so much for little reward. Everyone brags about their 5-figure paydays but won't tell you about their $5 paydays. It's this boom and bust nature of the business that makes it extremely difficult to support yourself through content creation alone, and many popular influencers with sizable followings are unable to pay their bills with the revenue they earn online. Despite this career not being viable even for established influencers, viral creator coaches sell the influencer lifestyle to people working 9 to 5 as an alternative to their current job or as a side hustle.
I mean, yeah, I mean, most people don't make enough money for it to be like a full-time thing. Like a lot of them it is, or starts out as a side hustle. I mean, what do we...
These coaches...
I mean, yeah, I feel like content creators or influencers have like gone downhill. A lot of them will just peddle whatever to make some money. So a lot of times people will doubt like things that they like, sponsors and things that they're pushing or selling. That's just going to happen with it being saturated. I don't really see what the point is yet.
Instruct people to post multiple times a day, dump their entire camera roll onto their story, and vlog intimate details about their life on the off chance they blow up and are able to monetize their platform. Without knowing what they're getting into, aspiring creators often jeopardize their mental health, safety, and financial well-being without ever making a dime off their videos. As someone who does this full-time, I'm here to tell everyone the multitude of reasons why anyone wanting to be a content creator should think carefully before putting their all into it. First of all, allow me to explain my credentials. I started posting comedy content on TikTok in 2019 while I was in college and reached 1 million followers in 2020. I also began uploading commentary videos to this channel and reached 100,000 subscribers by 2022. By 2023, I was making enough money to move out of my parents' house and pursue content creation full-time. I've been doing this for 7 years, worked with countless brands, and garnered hundreds of millions of views.
Oh, that's what I was just talking about in the last video. Like, I've never heard of this guy. And he's been doing it full-time, you know, makes probably more than enough money to just do this. So, I mean, it's just crazy how that happens. Like, there's a lot of money out there. You just got to be, like, doing it, I guess.
And I have no secrets to give and no course to sell. Though creating viral content is a skill, it is a soft skill, and there is no instruction manual that can give you the instincts top creators have honed over many years. I love this job, and I understand why so many people are attracted to content creation, but I'm concerned about the expectations people have about the industry. People are going into content creation with no interest in making videos, thinking they're going to be rich, but there are limited opportunities to monetize a social media following. Platform revenue is only viable if you're bringing in millions of views a week, and brand deals are extremely hard to come by unless you are in one of a small handful of saturated yet lucrative niches. Even if you post every day, do everything right, and go viral, you can still be broke. Despite the harsh realities of content creation, there's an army of influencers who advertise themselves as content coaches, selling people ebooks and courses and promising them 6-figure salaries if they follow their tips and tricks.
Yeah, bro, but those people are running a business too. Like, maybe they don't actually know how to do what they're saying or selling. But if people buy into it, people buy into it. I just don't understand what the point of this video is. Like, it's such a negative take. Like I said, I've never heard of this guy before. He makes a full-time income. You don't have to be big like he's saying. Like, why are you saying, oh, well, don't do it then because you have to get millions of views for you to get paid anyway? Like, it's not true. You just have to know what you're doing.
These people are charlatans who only get views because they're selling false hope. Right. Using certain hashtags or posting at this or that time of day will not jumpstart your career. Only making good videos will give you the chance to succeed.
Bro, but it is good guidelines. Like, for running a business, like, it would be smart to have the door open every day at the same time. Like, that's just common sense. And same thing for schedule. Like, if you're posting videos, people will get used to it. If you post every day at X PM or AM or whatever, they'll get you. Like, why are we overcomplicating it, bro? Like, we're not, I don't know. I'm trying to hear them out.
And on platforms like TikTok with excellent algorithms that do not care about how many followers you have or what hashtags you use, if a video does not do well, it's because it wasn't good. It didn't hook people in and provided no incentive for viewers to watch it all the way through, let alone like or comment. This is the reality of short-form video apps, and there's no way to game the system, but people don't like hearing the truth, that video performance depends on subjective qualities that cannot readily be prescribed. This is why creator coaches give people concrete instructions like post at 9:15 a.m. because tips like that are easy to follow. They're also easy to hear because telling someone their video sucks can offend them, but telling them they didn't use this one special trick does not pass judgment on their skills as a creator. Inundated with nonsensical advice and instructions to post incessantly on TikTok and Instagram, aspiring creators labor tirelessly.
I don't understand that. Like for me, like I post fast food content. Like it's just, you make a lot of it and it's every day. Like I post daily on the long form stuff, and short form, I post like 5 or 6 reels, shorts a day, you know, and that's just what you have to do. Like if you want to up your chances of beating this luck game that he's saying is like so unreliable, like that's just what you have to do. Like, yeah, it's hard to do every single day, but schedule your stuff out, get it done. Like every day you're not going to be able to sit down and make 5 videos. So sit down and make 20 so that you don't have to, you can chill for 3 days and then work again. 9:15 to post every day is not like bad advice.
Most of their videos only get a couple hundred views, what the content creator coaches call being trapped in 300 view jail. Occasionally, a budding content creator gets over 100,000 views out of the blue on a random video, but they're often unable to replicate that success. This intermittent positive reinforcement keeps them posting, and it's the same psychological trick slot machines capitalize on. They give the gambler sporadic—
Bro, but that, I mean, you could apply that to your situation. Like theoretically, you could say you hit the lottery X amount of times and you're sitting at where you're sitting at now, but it's enough for you and you're doing it full time. Like people could hit that number. And like you said, if it's a niche that's profitable, they'll hit that number before or after you, depending on the niche. Like what? Why are we blanketing everything as just don't be a content creator? I don't understand the message.
hits of dopamine at randomized intervals to keep them pulling the lever. In this way, social media becomes a casino, with one TikTok shop influencer comparing an affiliate marketing video going viral to winning a scratch ticket. The phrase, "all it takes is one video," is thrown around a lot in influence.
But that's true though. That's true though. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Am I crazy? Does his take like make sense and I'm just being irrational?
Coaching circles, despite the fact that it often takes hundreds of viral videos to make a name for yourself. The focus on volume, the overemphasis on luck, and the promise of fame and fortune create a recipe for burning out, or worse. There are countless videos telling people what hashtags to use, but almost no videos telling people what kind of content to post. This leaves—
Bro, but that's the creative part. You're not supposed to be told what to post. Like conceptually, sure, post this thing and make it your own. But I don't understand. I'm getting like, I feel like I'm getting angry with this video.
Aspiring creators to their own devices, and most try to fit the mold of a typical lifestyle influencer, posting vlog-style content of their daily lives. Few realize how dangerous this content is if you're not incredibly—
Bro, come on. Like, are you saying people dox themselves and that's danger, so they shouldn't be making content? Like, I just don't get it. Like, why are we saying this? Theoretically, say he's gaming it, right? This would get the most people out of the running for you, to make it an easier game for you. Telling everybody don't be a content creator, it's actually not that great. I actually make full-time living from it. He's got to be trying to game the system. Like, what? I don't understand. He has to come full circle with this, right?
Careful, and nearly every aspiring creator makes terrible mistakes that expose them to serious risks to their livelihood or safety. They film at their place of employment, often disclosing personal details about who their employer is along with their full name and job title. They film in front of their house or apartment complex, sometimes showing the number on the front door, and they're always excited to mention how single, alone, and vulnerable they are.
Bro, is this like a 1990s commercial for like stranger danger? Like, I get it. It can be dangerous and you should be careful, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be a content creator. Like,
this lack of regard for internet safety and oversharing—
just pay attention to it. You just told me about it. Now I can use my brain because I'm a person who functions, and now I can do that. So now I can be like, I don't get why you're pushing people away from it.
Sharing was pioneered by the small army of New York City influencer girlies with corporate jobs, but security is pretty tight at their luxury apartment buildings, and they know where the line is when talking about work or showing their day-to-day whereabouts. Even with what small precautions they take, some of them have had to stop posting because they attracted a stalker or had their apartment nearly broken into. Watching aspiring creators do this in their small hometowns is rather scary. Speaking of filming at work, anyone planning on doing so should read their company's social...
Yeah, no, you could absolutely get fired for filming on company time. Okay, we got a spammer. We got a fun spammer. You're awesome. Joel Hard. No, let me just ban him. Banned. Bro, that felt good. That was like my first ban. Can I delete the message? It's chilling right there. Okay, now I can't get rid of it. That's lame. No one's here, loser. Got you, bit.
Could get in serious trouble for breaking the rules. Even if you do nothing wrong, if you come under fire and people call your employer, you could be out of a job. Risking a...
Ooh, that would be some troll shit, dude. They're making a TikTok putting their feet in the croissants or some shit. Fired.
Stable 9 to 5 for the sake of making content that barely brings in any income, let alone gives you health insurance, is a terrible mistake. So many people get very publicly fired for filming at work. You hear about this all the time, but for some reason, people still risk it all.
Okay, filming at work, like while you're working, is different. I don't know, wearing your shirt after, once you're off work like he did, I feel like that's not the same thing.
Filming at work. You hear about this all the time, but for some reason, people still risk it all over a few million views. Not only can posting content risk your current job, but it can also affect future employment opportunities. All it takes is one scandal attached to your name, and employers might pass over your stellar resume because of a stupid video you posted on TikTok 4 years ago. Some niches are more risky than others, but if you're planning on being controversial and selling your bathwater, you better hope to make enough money to retire in 5 years, because you'll never...
Okay, I think being like a troll influencer, yeah, you're gonna have some issues. But if you're just being yourself and doing stuff that you enjoy, like you're just watching, like I do, like watching scary videos, bro, nobody's gonna care that you do that as long as you're not on company time and you're not representing the company in the video. Like what I don't get this. I don't understand.
Get a regular job ever again. The problem is that regular jobs are the exact thing people want to escape from. They want to be their own boss, set their own hours, and build wealth.
So don't take your chances, is what we're saying. I don't.
Content creation is pitched to this demographic of frustrated, overworked people as a get-rich-quick scheme. Such schemes have always existed in some form or another, and in the digital age, they're often variants of Tim Ferriss's The 4-Hour Workweek, a self-help book from 2007. Published before social media became lucrative,
2007 was The 4-Hour Workweek?
It advised readers to take a break from the grind by outsourcing their work to people overseas and paying them next to nothing in order to relax all day. Departing from Ferriss's leisurely strategy, today's money-making schemes surrounding content creation encourage people to work themselves to death, filming social media content for hours after clocking out of their exhausting 9 to 5s. This is, of course, in hopes that they can make it big and quit their day jobs, but how often does that happen realistically? Even if
So don't take the chance. Like, why are we telling people this, dude? Like, I really just feel like this is negative and kind of out of nowhere.
If it were to happen, they'd just be trading in one job for another, not retiring. Content creation can be less work than a 9 to 5, but sometimes it isn't. Everyone laughed at Michaela Nogueira when she said, try being an influencer for a day, and rightfully so. This isn't the hardest job on earth. But dare I say there was somewhat of a point made in that infamously out-of-touch video. After all, if content creation required no skill or effort, everyone would be an influencer now, wouldn't they?
No. Because like you said in the beginning, it's about your ability to be creative. But like, that's the point though. Like, it depends what you create. Like, people could sit on live all day for 24 hours and do, watch paint dry, and they're never going to get anywhere. But it depends what you do with your creativity. So I just don't understand that. Like, you're just stifling potential in this video. Sure, you can share the downsides, but why make the main message be, yeah, guys, don't be a content creator. And you're a content creator making a full-time income. Like, I feel like that's where it's like, whoa, okay. If you were a small, YouTuber still grinding after 10 years, not making $1, you got fired from your job because of your content, then I'd be like, okay, bro, like you got a real point here.
Despite all the serious downsides of being a content creator, there's a reason I became one. I love making videos and did so without making a dime for over a year.
Okay, we're coming full circle. I get it. I thought that was coming. But yeah, no, do it because you like doing it. Like doing it as a grind so you can make a band is just stupid. Almost the same as like a lottery ticket because everybody knows the potential, so everybody's trying. But not everybody is good at it. Not everybody's consistent with it, and they might be good at it. But you need both. You need both or you're not going to go anywhere. Because when people need an escapism form of content, you got to be there. They'll watch it one day, not again for 3 months, but when they want to watch me again, I got to be there. So you got to be consistent and good enough.
Much satisfaction from seeing people's reactions to the content I make. This work brings me joy, and though there are boring days, the exciting days overshadow them.
Yeah.
Of course, I already built my following and my skills, so my experience is very different from someone just starting out.
True.
What concerns me is that a large percentage of aspiring content creators evidently hate making videos.
That's true.
This is problematic, not because I expect people to love every job they take on, but because you will burn out instantaneously if
I hate to bring it up, but when we were watching the amp video for the 9 to 5, dude, the Kai Cenat's energy was just, it so seemed like he did not want to be there at all. Like at all. And then it felt like clip farming when he was like on camera. Like I feel like that is so true. There's so many people that hate what they do, and you will get burnt out of doing something you hate. You can only tolerate it for so long. I mean, now I like what he's saying. I wish we didn't take 10 minutes to like, you know, sprinkle some non-cynical.
If you go into content creation hating every minute of it. Moreover, if you're in the lifestyle niche, you are monetizing your likeness and day-to-day life. Clocking out of work when you're exhausted is difficult when your life is your job.
Yeah.
I know I sound dramatic, but those who hate the content they're posting sometimes need to take extended breaks from content creation. Doing that after you quit your day job means giving up weeks or months of platform revenue and potential brand deals. Social media algorithms punish creators who take breaks as well, so once you start posting again, the views might not come back right away. I hope this video doesn't come across as rude or out of touch, but seeing a highly unstable career path that few are able to navigate being sold as an alternative to a 9 to 5 is very concerning. The job market is so bad that people who don't want to be public figures and have no interest in making videos are posting 4 times a day on their public accounts in hopes that they'll blow up. Low wages and increasing economic uncertainty.
Honestly, I would say there's a lot of people that just post on like Instagram and stuff about like their personal life, like he said, their lifestyle. And I don't think I think that is in a higher form of like competitiveness than making like commentary content or like, I guess stuff similar to what I'm doing, which is pretty saturated in itself. But a lot of people really suck. I'm not gonna lie.
Seem more probable than getting a job that pays a livable wage. If you've thoroughly considered pursuing content creation, understand the risks.
Hold on. Sorry to pause so much, but now we're pretending that jobs pay you a livable wage. That's assuming a lot. A lot of people work a job not making enough money, and then they do the content thing on the side to hope that it someday bridges the gap. I mean, that's really what it is. You're not flush with your 7-Eleven job that's not going to fire you until they want to out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like jobs aren't as stable as people say. They really aren't. Like they could fire you at any point, unless you're with like a union or something. It's a little bit different. I know that was pretty good though. I enjoyed that. I was getting fumed in the beginning.